I think that Guidehouse is a premier destination for a transitioning veteran. Uh, we are very tightly connected and committed to the mission. And when I say mission, I mean the operational readiness of not only our military services, but also the federal and DoD organizations inside of our defense and security practice that support those military services. You are going to find an environment here that is highly collaborative. Teamwork is encouraged. And when you join this team, you will join a team where you will be challenged to be a better version of yourself every single day.
So there really is an opportunity here in Guidehouse to both learn different organizations, learn and support different mission areas, and really grow your skill set. So I've been fortunate that way, and I think that most folks can find a landing spot for themselves here, whether it's in their exact background or if it's in a new area that they want to learn and explore in and really be supported by a team.
It's interesting. I find veteran recruiting in some places can be a check the box or a DEI initiative. And I think that really sells it short because of the workforce that we get from hiring our veterans.
Here at Guidehouse, my decision to join was pretty simple. I knew that I would get a sense of serving again, especially dealing with agencies like the Department of Defense and the intel community, while committing myself to a team that I work with day in and day out that I now call some of my closest friends.
I think the number one thing is when we're military members, we're drawn to the mission. And when your active duty time is over, or your reserve time is over, you want to continue to contribute to that mission. And Guidehouse is one of many platforms that allows you to do that. What's unique about it, though, is it's a platform that is specifically built around teamwork and collaboration. So it allows you to transition not only to potentially government contracting work, but also the civilian equivalents of some of those opportunities.
As I like to tell my husband, who is a veteran who just made that transition to corporate America about 18 months ago, don't sell yourself short. You have characteristics, you have experience that sometimes are hard to find, at least as an HR person over my 35-year career. When I'm hiring someone off the street from corporate America, from another organization, I think there are some just incredible characteristics, traits, learnings that are instilled in you in the service that, bar none, are the best.
Anytime a person who has spent time in the hierarchical organization that the military is, there will be some apprehension in transitioning to another phase of your life. I think one of the most important takeaways is just to approach it with an open mind. You are going to walk into a matrixed organization. It will not be hierarchical. There is hierarchy, but the hierarchy doesn't stare you in the face day in and day out like it does inside of the military service or the DoD writ large.
My recommendation to veterans looking to make a pivot into the private sector is to really look at the organization and what it stands for first and foremost. How are they impacting their clients' missions? And then further, how are they impacting their communities? But beyond that, what is the trajectory for a veteran coming into an organization? Are they willing to invest in you in training and development? Are they willing to put you in on different projects to gain different types of experiences and kind of look at not only what you've done to date, but what you can do in the future? And so I think if you look at an organization that's focused on having a relationship with you as opposed to more of a transactional nature, it'll really serve you well in positioning for your future career growth.
If I have advice for veterans is talk to our recruiters, because these recruiters will be able to guide you into the right direction. I think there's a really great opportunity to talk to people who have been in your shoes, where they might not have a defined career path coming out of the military. But again, coming out of the military, they're bringing a skill set that we might not see early in career or see in areas of other businesses.
So I had gone back and I had gotten my MBA, but then taken that degree and applied it back to the federal government. So my thought was, what will it be like on the outside? Will I understand some of the corporate culture? Will I understand how to lead projects in a corporate setting? I don't know what it's like to manage a P&L. I don't know what it's like to manage gross margin. I don't know what it's like to meet expectations of a consultancy. And so that was my real fear of, have I just done really well in a specific environment, and will that translate somewhere else? And I've been really pleasantly surprised to see it has translated. It's not a big, scary, crazy world out here. We're still supporting federal clients, so there's a lot of that, that feels like home. I know how to interact with clients, and I have a rapport with them based on shared experience that really gives me a leg up walking in the door.
I was in the Navy for 8 years, and so what I did is exactly this. I did my MBA, and that was a little bit of a bridge for me to be able to connect to civilian life more easily.
When we leave active duty, or we terminate our time in the reserves, it's very difficult to step away and just be a civilian. We lose those relationships in many respects. We're no longer wearing the uniform of the nation. And what we try and do in the civilian world is fit in, and often with folks that have never had that kind of experience.
Transition for me was not simple. I wasn't given the tools that you need to understand what to expect when you get out. So it was through a lot of my own research and honestly going through college and getting education in actually a number of fields to kind of find the right path for myself.
Veterans bring a range of skill sets, obviously, to the work that we do for our clients. First and foremost, your affinity and love of the mission really helps us to put into perspective what we're trying to accomplish. But all of you have different experiences prior to service, during service, and post-service that we want to make sure that we're taking full advantage, whether those are technical experiences or relationship-based experiences. One of the things we do really well here at Guidehouse is learn about your strengths and capabilities and then look at what areas we can help you develop your skills in. So if you want to get deeper in a technical skill set, we make sure that you take the right trainings and get the right certifications. You want to broaden your project management, financial management experience, we find ways to engage you in those regards. So we take the skill sets that all of our folks have, but in particular veterans, and try to maximize those, as well as look for things that we can do to add to sort of the skill set that you can bring to our clients.
They are accountable, adaptable, resourceful, and very often accustomed to working under great pressure and having to problem solve under this pressure.
The things that veterans are able to bring to the consulting space they really fall into three main categories in my mind. The first category is they bring leadership experience. They've worked with diverse teams, they've led diverse teams, and when you come into the consulting space, and Guidehouse is absolutely no different, we are a team of teams and a team of diverse practitioners. So they bring that experience. The second thing that veterans bring that is really, really exciting is an absolute fierce commitment to teamwork and a commitment to accomplishing the mission, which is something that is very near and dear to what we do here at Guidehouse. We're very high touch and very mission focused in making an impact. And I think the third thing that veterans bring to the consulting space and actually bring to Guidehouse is a unique ability to be able to translate the challenges that DoD and military services face and connect those to solutions that we bring to where we can truly make an impact for the clients that we serve.
What stands out to me is two significant skill sets that I think are really unique and frankly highly valued by any company, Guidehouse and others, and that is leadership and discipline. If you think about, the discipline that you get from just the environment that you are in, that is a discipline that is translatable in what we do. So leadership and discipline. So if you think about teams, so either a misfortune or an opportunity that they have, that we don't have in corporate America. High stress, highly pressured environment, managing a team, and having to make what I would consider to be very difficult decisions under pressure. They have it.
It may seem strange to take military skills into the private sector, but I think what most veterans don't realize is the diversity of experience they've had. That ability to remain calm under pressure, take your lived experiences into decision making, really helps veterans succeed day to day at a way that I don't think their peers can truly appreciate or understand.
There are a lot of commercial companies that are hiring veterans. Everything from real estate to banking to insurance. Guidehouse is unique. Guidehouse is a business that still allows you to contribute to the mission, whether it's in the public sector side or in the commercial side. And you do it in a culture of teamwork and collaboration, both with other veterans that have served, that are going through that transition with you. They might be a little ahead of you, but also civilians that have never been in a military setting. And so they want to learn from you. They want to understand what it is that you have endured, the kind of sacrifice that you've made. And they really do value that and cherish it.
I try to emphasize to everyone coming out of even the agencies and a branch of the military, don't get so caught up on, well, I can't translate, I was, I don't know, a commander of a tank unit or whatever it may be, right? Don't get so caught up on the specifics of what you did. Focus on your competencies.
It's still a team environment here. You're coming from the ultimate team environment now. Make sure you find somewhere that fits with you, that you can see yourself being a part of that team, and that you want to fight alongside that team for the next stage of your career. So don't take the decision lightly when you're making this transition. Really consider all angles and know that wherever you go, you'll do an amazing job just like you've done throughout your career, and you've already made the first step here. So congratulations. Thank you for your service. You got this.
And the one thing that makes me, I think, most proud, though, of working for Guidehouse is the fact that they have literally handed me a golden opportunity to help lead the charge in bringing veterans to Guidehouse, allowing me the opportunity to talk with veterans, go to events, go to bases, help veterans understand where they're at, and not only help them find Guidehouse and hopefully get the sense of home that I do with a company, but also allows me to have the conversations about what to do when they're transitioning that I never got.
I'm hoping that you'll consider speaking to myself or any one of our veterans and non-veterans representing Guidehouse here today and give us the opportunity to explain how we would be a great opportunity for you to consider, as well as explain how your skills and experience are the right place at Guidehouse.